Bolo Hauz Mosque, a singular landmark and a gem of Islamic architecture, is the next destination on our tour of Old Bukhara. It is situated directly across from the magnificent Ark Castle. In addition to being a lovely name, Bolo House, which translates to children's pond in Uzbek, is a reflection of a real pond that is situated in front of the mosque. An essential component of city life was the pond house, where residents congregated, rested, spoke about the news, and spent time under the tree's shade. Bolo House is one of the few houses that have survived to this day, out of the more than 200 that existed in Bukhara during their prime. It is said that the Ark citadel itself was reflected in the pond in front of the mosque. The elderly thought that the water there remembered the emir's words and the hundreds of people's prayers. Locals said that the mosque's columns, which seemed to be carrying the sky themselves, shielded the city from calamities. The Avon Maquette resembles a bizarre palm grove frozen in time, according to the 1860s trip diaries of Russian Orientalist Armina Vambery. This analogy effectively highlights the structure's grace and lightweight. Amir Shamarad, the vizier, ordered the mosque to be constructed in 1712. Friday prayers are thought to have been held here by the emir and his entourage. The enormous Ivan, which is held up by 20 tasteful wooden columns, adds to the mosque's magnificence. The sturdy elm wood, a representation of strength and durability, was hand-carved by Baltachi artisans into these columns, which are a true work of art. Because each column is supported by a stone base, the wood is shielded from moisture and damage. An interesting historical fact: the columned Ivan was completed in 1917 by order of Emir Sayyid Alim Khan. He sought to give the mosque an even more majestic appearance in order to emphasize the spiritual significance of this place against the backdrop of growing instability in the region. This was an attempt to preserve traditions and strengthen the religious identity of Bukhara at a turning point in history. The Bolo Hauz Mosque is the only one in Bukhara that has continued to operate throughout the Soviet Union, despite the challenging circumstances. Prayers continued here when the majority of places of worship were shuttered. As a result, the mosque became the region's spiritual hub and a representation of the enduring power of religion. Travelogues of 19th century visitors and Orientalists frequently refer to the mosque and the reservoir as the pearl before the palace. Bolo House is in fact an essential component of Bukhara's historical environment due to its placement across from the Ark citadel. You get the impression that you are walking back in time to another century, one that was marked by emirates, caravans, Sufi poets, and Eastern philosophy. In addition to being a marvel of architecture, Bolo House is now a vibrant, living area. Here, prayers are still heard, and the pond's surface still reflects the sky, the columns, and the city's centuries-long history. We then proceed to the Samanid dynastic mausoleum,